Hi, I'm Jessica Garvin, Digital Services Librarian for Jefferson County Public Schools. And today I'm going to show you a resource that's available on KYVL called Teen Book Cloud. This is a resource that allows you to look at different ebooks and read ebooks online, and it is available to middle and high school students. So to get to Teen Book Cloud, you're going to go on KYVL, which is kyvl.org. And if you're on a district computer, you won't need to do anything else as long as you're on the network. But if you're at home or outside of the JCPS network, you will need to log on to KYVL, and you can get the log-on credentials from your school librarian. So to get to Teen Book Cloud, we're going to go to this for K-12 students tab and click on that. And as I mentioned, it is for middle school and high school, but I'm going to go ahead and click on high, and it's going to open the homepage for the high school resources. And once you get there, if you scroll down, you will see at the bottom of the page that you have Teen Book Cloud. So we're going to click on that, and then it's going to take us to the Teen Book Cloud homepage. Now, as I mentioned, Teen Book Cloud is a resource that offers different ebooks, and it is not a resource where you can download the book like to a different device like you can on a Kindle or a Barnes and Noble device. This is something that you go to or that you come to on KYVL and read online. You can read it on different devices. However, if you do so, you want to be sure to stop. I would recommend at the end of a chapter because the site uses cookies and you can sometimes lose your place. So, what does Teen Book Cloud offer? Well, they have, if you look across the tabs here, they have fiction, nonfiction, drama and poetry, enhanced books, which means that it is the text and also has an audiobook version of it with the text. We have graphic novels. There are videos that are done by National Geographic. There are AP English titles, and of course, just straight audiobooks. So you can also scroll down the page if you don't want to click on the tab to look. They have a recently added feature here at the top of the page. So this is going to have some of the new books that they recently have added featured. You can use the arrow to scroll through them, just like a carousel, kind of. And you can also scroll down to find the different books that are under the tabs at the top of the page. So we're going to go back up here and we're going to use the tab and we're going to look at the fiction. What do they have available in fiction? When that page opens, it's going to bring up the fiction titles that they have. And you can scroll down and see that there are lots and lots to choose from. But we are going to choose the book Emma by Jane Austen, and we'll click on that. It has different sections, and this is in the classics section, and I'll go back and show you the different sections in just a moment. But it gives you a summary of what the book is about, some details, and if you want to begin reading it, you can click on this icon here, or you can add it to your favorites and go back to it, log back in and come back to it later. So we'll go ahead and open it up so that you can get an idea what this looks like. And when it gets to the page that has the book opened, you'll see that you can just start reading. And to turn the pages, you'll use these green arrows down here. to turn the pages. So we can click there to turn pages, or if we're like, wait, I want to go back and look, you can click the back and it'll take you back. And you can also go to chapters and different things here. And once you are finished looking at that title, you can close it here and it will take you back to the page that we were looking at. So we're going to go back to the fiction just using the back button. And as I mentioned, it breaks the fiction up into different categories. So you've got things when it opens the fiction page that is teen fiction, because I mentioned that this is for middle school and high school. So you've got your teen fiction, you've got high-low fiction, you've got classics, you've got middle school fiction, middle school high-low fiction, short stories, and you also have stories that are in French here that can be read. Okay. We're going to go up here now and take a look at, if you want to and you don't want to just look through what fiction they have here, you do have the option to view all the titles that they have. We're going to take a look now, though, at one of the enhanced books. So we'll click on that. And this will take us to the enhanced books page. And again, it's broken down into subcategories: classics, drama and poetry, the teen fiction, the teen high-low, middle school high-low, and nonfiction. So we'll go up here and we will click on the teen fiction, and we will choose this book called A Big Dose of Lucky. And when this book opens, you'll see that you have the same thing that we had with the fiction book, although it tells you that this is an enhanced book. You can look at the summary. It'll tell you over here the publisher, the reading level, the Lexile, and it also sometimes will have reviews so that you can look to see what other book reviewers have said. So we'll click on that and take a look, and that'll pop up in a separate window, and there will be a book review. There'll be some from Kirkus and Publishers Weekly for this particular book. So you can get an idea of what kind of reviews the book is getting, if it's favored to be a good book or not. And here you can click on Read Online, or you can add it to your favorites. It also will give you some keywords down here about what this is about. But we're going to click on the Read Online again, and we're going to open this book up so that I can show you the audiobook feature. Okay, so one of the things here is you're on chapter 1. You can read through it manually like you were and turn the pages with the green buttons. Or if you use the blue button over here, you can have it read. This is where the audiobook comes into play. You've also got tools down here that you can look at what chapters, you can bookmark it. You've got your text options. You've got color options if you want it to be a different background color than white with black. And you can make notes. So we're going to look at this audio feature. So I'm going to hit the play.
Chapter 1. It begins with the fire. Or maybe a few hours earlier, when I walk into town on a Saturday afternoon to buy, girl products.
So you see there that it works like some of the other databases where we have the listen feature. It highlights what it's reading when it's being read, and you can go through the whole audio book that way if you choose to do so. As I mentioned, there's chapter menus, so you can click on that and scroll through the different chapters. Like if you know that you ended on chapter 2 and you're on a different device, you can go on and start chapter 3. And then I'll show you the text options where you can choose what text you want it to be in. We can change it to Georgia. And the text size, you can make it bigger or smaller just depending on what you need. Okay. And you can change your spacing if you want to. And so when we've closed that, you'll see that our text is bigger now and the spacing is a little different. So you'll see there that that's a really nice feature. It's a lot like having a Kindle online. And we'll take a look as well at the graphic novels and how they look. These are just like any graphic novel that you would get in your library. And this page works the same. It's subcategorized into teen and middle school. So for this one, we'll go down here and we'll take a look at Dinosaur Explorers. We'll click on that. And again, we get what the title is, what volume it is, and it tells us it is a graphic novel. We've got the details, some keywords, and of course the read online. So we're going to click on that feature and wait on it to come up. And it takes just a minute to open up. And when it does, you can see that it is full-blown graphic novel here. It looks great. It's got the very vivid colors. And you can use it looks a little different than the regular books, because what you can do here is you've got your chapter menu, you've got the page menu also, but you use the arrows up here at the top of the page to turn the page. Or you can also scroll. If you prefer to scroll, you can do that. So if you were on this page, Doom Buggies, you could switch your page by clicking there or in your chapter. It's going to take you to the next chapter. You can go back to the beginning and you're going to scroll through this. So as you can see, Teen Book Cloud is very interesting. It's a very good resource to have, especially while we're on remote learning and we're doing NTI, so that our students can keep reading and keep in the groove of having something to read and having some different choices. We'll take a look real quick at the videos. As I mentioned, these videos are done by National Geographic. And they have, again, subcategories here. So you've got history, you've got science, you've got geography, you've got civics in here. So you've got all kinds of stuff. We'll go up here to the cardiovascular system, and we can click on that. And I'll just show you what this looks like when it opens up. You've got a summary, you've got the keywords, you've got details about what it's about. The length is 1 minute and 14 seconds. So you can play the video over here or add it to your favorites. So we'll click on play the video and it will open it up in this window, but you can maximize that if you want to make it bigger.
The heart and the blood vessels together constitute the cardiovascular system. Blood circulates within this network in 2 separate loops.
And you'll see that you can watch that video through. You can make it, here you have the option to go on and make it full screen if you want to do so. to make it easier to view. And then when you're finished, you can just click that X there and it's going to take you back to the page where you started the video. So this is just a basic, oh, one more thing that I want to show you before we go. This is a basic overview of TeenBook Cloud, but I do want to show you also that you have got this feature here at the top of the page, the index feature. And this will show you every book that is in TeenBook Cloud, and they're in alphabetical order. Of course, it starts, as you'll see as soon as it pulls up, it starts with the numbers because alphabetical order always does. But you've got a key up here that tells you that you can click on the information for what the information icon for what the book's about. This will tell you that it is a TeenBook Cloud title. The check mark tells you that there is a link to the title. The red speaker icon will tell you that it is an audio book. And then if there is a plus feature, it tells you that there's supplementary content. And we're still waiting for this to load all the way because it's loading every title. But this just gives you an idea how you can use that, that key right here. So this one, for example, is an audio book. And then this one is a TeenBook Cloud title, plus it has an audio book. And then you'll see that some of them are just a TeenBook Cloud title. So as you scroll down through here, you can look through the whole index of books that they have. You can also, if you're thinking of one, you can just go to the letter and look there. And then, of course, there is the search tool up here that comes in handy. So, as I mentioned, you can also go to the book ID, and if you right click on the book ID, or if you click on the book ID, that is going to give you information, if you right click on it, about a link here where you can put this direct link. For example, if you have a Bitmoji classroom, you can put that direct link on something in your Bitmoji classroom and it will bring you into that book. But you have to get it from the book ID and use this direct link. That's been a basic overview of TeenBook Cloud and what it has to offer. Of course, if you have any questions or want further information about it, you may contact me at jessica.garvin@jefferson.kyschools.us. You can also reach me at Library Media Services at 485-7770. Thanks for tuning in today.